Nairobi.
Taxpayers risk paying an additional 269 million Kenya shillings in interest, arising from a 2.5 billion Kenya shillings debt owed to millers by the government through a subsidy program undertaken by President Uhuru Kenyatta's administration. Now, the millers who denied involvement in the alleged scheme of siphoning billions from public coffers in order to fund Azimio la Umoja Campaigns told the National Assembly's Agriculture Committee that it was not intending to hold the government at ransom by hoarding maize until their dues are fully settled. Now, Seth Olale followed the heated proceedings from Parliament buildings, and here is his report.
I shall ask you to make your presentation in view of answering.
Total interest incurred from a 2.5 billion outstanding balance owed to millers through a subsidy program to reduce the price of maize flour from 230 to 100 shillings last year now stands at 269 million shillings. While appearing before the National Assembly Agriculture Committee, 29 out of the 129 millers under the Cereals Millers Association warned that the accumulating interest fee on the outstanding debt will end up being paid by taxpayers in accordance with the contract undertaken between the government and millers between May and August 2022.
It should be noted that under Article 4.2 of each miller's contract, each miller is to charge interest for any outstanding amount, and we herewith attach a summary of figures of the outstanding amount which continues to attract interest.
We're requesting you, honourables, to actually request the government, the sooner we can sort out, the better we become.
The millers say the government contracted them to supply maize flour worth 4.4 billion shillings, but were only paid 1.7 billion, leaving a pending balance of 2.57 billion shillings. However, the millers were put to task to explain whether they ensured that the subsidized flour reached the ordinary mwananchi through retail outlets.
Why didn't I see this maize in Awasi? Why was it not in Ahero? Was it your role to make sure it reaches Ahero? Or where did your role end in the distribution chain?
The millers steering clear of allegations by leaders of the ruling party that they were used in a ploy aimed at financing Azimio la Umoja through the maize subsidy program that did not take off after all.
You're playing games with public money? And I put it to you that you're involved in siphoning of public funds and that you've called us here to rubber stamp and officiate your siphoning of public money.
There were also concerns by members of the parliamentary watchdog that the millers are plotting to hoard maize flour until the government clears their dues.
But then what happens to the future, going into the future? Should I be very much afraid that in the next 1 month I will be so malnourished?
The parliamentary inquiry follows queries by the Departmental Committee on Agriculture, which observed that a total of 7.26 billion shillings had been spent on the maize deal subsidy program. Millers say they wrote 6 letters from 11th August 2022 as a follow-up for the outstanding payment. They also claim that the government was responsible for policing the maize meal prices. However, legislators say there was no value addition that benefited consumers at that point. Seth Olale, Citizen TV, Parliament Building, Nairobi.